Welcome back to video number 21 for our February series of Quick Strike videos. Today we are going to do another quick release demo. We did another deployment this past weekend and just want to go over some of the new items that you may or may not see. So they're a little bit more esoteric, so we'll come in here and point them out for you so you can try to utilize them as best you can. Before we get started to that point, let's take a look again where we are, just to remind ourselves where we land when we log into QuickStrike for the first time. Again, we're on the market dashboard and product overview section. Again, we're on the euro currency as our default page, which, as you recall, we can come over to the My Account page and choose your favorite product group as well as your favorite product. Okay, and save it, and next time you log in, it's going to show you landing on that product group and product page. Okay, so that's our reminder, just always giving us an anchor to start the demo. So first off, something pretty small, but something that's been asked for quite some time. We had the product status in a couple different places, but it was always sort of difficult to just kind of see really easily. So we put this little info bubble up here in the top, and if you hover over it, you're going to say it says current product status. It's probably getting cut off on the video based on where I'm shooting the screen here. But if I click on this, it's going to open up a little window, tell you the product, when the last volatility update was, and when the last settlement update was. So you can see we ran settlements on Friday, 6:20 Central Time approximately, and then the last volatility update is about almost 8 o'clock Central Time on Friday. This last update, even though you don't see any difference in the volatility, what we essentially do is we get the settlement prices and then we sort of smooth out the settlement prices and put a volatility curve in there. So that's why these two numbers that differ. But what you'll see throughout the day during the trading days, you're going to see the last update date. So that'll be the last time we did a volatility update. So this should always be the day prior for the most part. It's going to let you know what's happening here. And then you're going to see the last time straddles were updated in the system. And again, as you recall, this is every half hour starting at about 6:45 Central Time. Okay, that's item number one. The next item to take a look at, that's a small addition, is in the open interest tool on the summary page. We've always had this little 7-day button here that shows you where things were 7 days ago, but we've also added a 30-day button here. So now you can get a pretty good idea of how open interest totals have changed over the course of both a week and a month. So it's really a nice dramatic effect to see where the activity is in each of these expirations. So you could see there's obviously been a big jump in open interest over the last month, which is a good sign for everybody. Third thing we want to take a look at is we made a few changes to the futures information page. So now instead of coming and landing on this latest prices grid with all the futures, we're going to land you on a pricing chart. So it's going to show you the current future chart. And when I say current futures chart, I'm talking about it's going to find the one with the greatest open interest and default to that contract. Now you can change this and select whichever one you want from the drop down, but it's always going to jump to the open interest with the contract with the most open interest. And you can see we've added the open interest here for you, so you can get a quick glance at that as well. Okay, so we've added 3 tabs here: a today tab, a prior trading day tab, as well as a historical tab, which will let you go back in time. So we have, again, you see the contracts and you see the history range here, which we defaulted to 9 months, but you can see 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6, 9, and 12. Okay, so these are the additions to the futures information. Before, we used to land here on latest, and now we thought we'd just be a little bit more so to the point here and showing you that most active contract, what's it doing, give you a good idea where it is right away. All these other things are still here, but this way I think you land on a chart, give you a pretty good idea where the market is. Okay, next one is on the pricing sheet. Real subtle one, but this is a good one. We've been asked about this a few times. So you bring up the calculator, and let's just change this guy to a different number and hit calculate, and we can do the same thing over here. Let's make this 11 and calc. So now what you see is we have a change from settle hover. So in other products, you'll have multiple volatility values over here, especially the interest rate products, because we do represent those or present those in different in different numeric formats for different people, how they look at them, Black-Scholes, basis point volatility, stuff like that. On the more generic or regular products, we might call them, there's going to be a single volatility attribute here. So you're able to see now that the current volatility is 1212, and we get an idea of how much it's changed from settle. So we've had that asked, and you're also going to get the price here as well. So now when you come in here and calculate, you'll always be able to get a baseline of where things were. Okay, so that's a little subtle one. Not a lot of people hover on the numbers to try to get extra information, but that's the way for us to save space, but also give you some details about the prices and the volatilities. Okay, and the last thing we're going to take a look at is on the intraday activity, the volume chart. Okay, I apologize, the volume matrix. Okay, so now what we've done here, I don't know if you visited, but this is the intraday activity, and these might still be numbers from previous trading day. But we flattened, there used to be a drop down up here, but now what we've done is we flattened that drop down over here, so you have tabs. So now right away you can see all the different pieces of information that are available from an intraday volume standpoint. Now, this is sort of a precursor to what you're eventually going to see over here in the option matrix, but we're not quite there yet. That should be sometime this week. We should see that video with the new layout there. But for now, you can see the intraday activity volume matrix, just a lot more at your fingertips without having to fuss with the drop down. Now you could see everything that might be available to you right to the left of the page. Okay, so we covered 5 topics today of the little additions that we've made in the last week or so. We still haven't talked about contract summary, and as I just mentioned, the option matrix. If you're interested, we have something out there. This is a new, the new version is out there, but I don't want to get into it right now just because one of the key parts of it, which is intraday activity, is blank because there's no volatility updates running right now, even though the markets are open. There's no trading day activity update. So we'll probably take a look at that in one of the next couple videos. But anyway, those are the 5 sort of key things. There's some other stuff behind the scenes, but you won't necessarily see those, and nothing that I really think that needs to be pointed out so much. It might be an extra column in a table, stuff like that. But those are the key things that want to make sure that you know that they're available. So we will talk to you soon. We had another 8 days left in February, so we're looking for 8 more videos at least. And we appreciate you coming to take the time to watch our videos, and we will talk to you soon. So hope you're enjoying what we've been able to show you so far. Take care.